water at the bottom of it.
There it is.
We got two people in here.
I'm on there.
Oh, okay. We got one in here then. Guarantee you Rich is the first one in here. Can everybody hear me? Come on up here, LP. Yeah, had to get me some tea. Come on up, JB. What are we talking about tonight? Anything you want to talk about? I'm alive. Oh. Still got 2 people in here, so I ain't run everybody off yet. Yeah, me too. I'm glad to be out of that bed. I even told my wife she need to get somebody in here to paint the bedroom and change colors because it was colors on the walls was getting to me. It was rough, buddy. Figured unfinished projects be here in a minute. He usually comes in. Unless he's still over there on Dallas and them's live. I figured they'd be shut down by 9 o'clock. That's my tag for my Thunderbird. Right there. I'm gonna run that on the Thunder Chicken. Jason Garage in the house. The coldest time out is in the house. Yeah, man, this last couple weeks been rough. Plus, mother-in-law fell and cut her leg open real bad, and they couldn't stitch it up. And plus, we've had her about 2 weeks, and plus about a week before I wind up in the bed for 15 days. Had a lot going on. Cody, you get your rear end put back together? Trying to see if I can see something here. Hold on, y'all. If I'm messed up, hold on. Am I still clear? Yeah, that's right, Dakota. It was Hunter messing with the rear end. Yeah, I actually forgot about that, Dakota. Yeah, 323 is pretty good gear to be running. Probably made a big difference. Hello, John Wilburn. Oh yeah, big difference from 269 gears to 323. That's a big difference there. That's what's going to go up under my Thunderbird. I think the 323s, 373s or something like that, I think. And an 8.8 rear end out from underneath a 2000 2001 Mustang. Yeah, 373s kind of, you don't want to drive every day. I know I seen the video where your daddy was driving his car when he put that first gears in there. And he said he had to get a professional. His daddy showed him how to drive it. Ain't too bad. 15, 20 minutes to work. Ain't too bad. Yeah, he was showing Hunter how to drive that Pontiac. That was funny. Come on in here, John. You ain't got nothing else to do.
What the hell?
There's LP and Books and me.
What y'all doing up in here?
That little J, there's JB and little JB.
You got all three of us. I hope you're ready.
We ready, buddy.
We happy you still alive?
Yeah, boy. I'm here to tell you. That's some rough crap there, buddy. I'm here to tell you. My eyesight still ain't the best.
Can you read this?
Yeah, 2 fingers. Yep.
Make sure you got the manual.
Yeah, that's it. We gotta have a manual.
Hang on. We're trying to get you set up on the tripod.
Yo, we're using Brooks and Minion's phone. We can't stay on here about 5 minutes. He got to go to bed. He got work in the morning. He ain't like rest of us just lay up in the bed all day.
Oh, yeah, I've been in bed so long, I'm tired of bed.
What happened to the volume?
Now I can hear you. Tripod turned down volume.
All right, get him some subs, ASO. Get on it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna work on that. Sure. Sure are. We're gonna get you there. You'll have 500 for No Name Nationals.
Oh, he should have 1,000 by tomorrow morning, man. Come on.
Yeah, we'll get them there. Oh, what is that? White lips and grease.
That's right.
Oh,
Don't tell me you ain't used it, man. Don't tell me you ain't used it.
Nope, I ain't used it.
You got any questions for Brooks and Million?
When are you gonna get your car?
I'm working on that right now. I got a 64-hour work week coming up next week, and then another 64-hour work week. So I'm gonna. I can't. I'll be able to drive in December. So I'm saying about maybe December I'll have a car. So that's what the plan is.
What you gonna buy, man?
I'm thinking about an S10. I don't know. That's what I'm really thinking about. Something easy to work on.
I told you that was Junior. ST and Junior there.
I ain't gonna build it out the ass, so
I'm thinking he needs a little
there's
S10
something to get around in for right now.
5-speed with a 2.5 in it.
Yep, Tech 4.
Then save his money and buy what he wants.
Yep. Just take your time building it.
Yeah, I'd like to have something to drive and then buy, like, get me something as a toy, you know? That way I got both.
Yeah, something to whoop that damn T-bird that don't exist.
Yeah, it exists. Oh, it's just on the back burner at the moment. It's having surgery. It's getting surgery done. It's
Like I said though, he can't stick around long, man. He goes to work at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
holy moly. Oh,
Yeah.
I got banker hours 9 to 5. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
9 to 9.
I got my hours 2 to 4.
I work 10s and 12s, so I'm pretty busy.
I'll leave here at 9 in the morning, and sometimes I don't get home till about 9 o'clock at night.
But you wanted him on here. I got him on here.
You got him, didn't you? Did you have to handcuff him?
No, I just asked him. I said, "Hey, he's on there." He said he could have you on your live. Let's go. Let's do it.
It was more like a bait, hook, and sinker type of deal.
Oh. John. Oh, what you need is this Lumina I got, and then go back in the 90s and find you a Cadillac with a V8 in it, and put a V8 in this Lumina, and then you plant
I
your
think
two turbos.
we got a Lumina. We got that Lumina. I think small block Chevrolet 350 turbo,
Yeah,
and just
cut it and weld it in there.
exactly.
That
Don't
joker-
worry, I got this boy. If he wants to go fast, I'll make him go fast.
we'll get you about 2 turbos put on it. That thing will fly.
Yeah. I can play with cars a little bit.
He plays the cars a lot more than you think he does. He's been out of circulation for a while.
I bet he can at least set a set of fucking bounds.
I believe he can set a set of bounds. Trust me, he can do that.
Oh, I've never in my life.
What, you ain't never set a set of bounds either? Damn.
I've never in my life seen some dumbass get on there and videotape that. And act like he knows what he's doing. That ain't how you adjust no valves. Best thing to do is leave them all loose, crank the son of a bitch up, and then go to lifting them. That's the best way to do it.
Well, evidently you ain't been around Lars much because he adjusted in the same way.
Yeah, but apparently I'm an asshole. You know, I don't know crap,
It's gonna
Oh
be-
yeah.
but you are too. So hey,
Yeah. Oh yeah, we don't know nothing. We don't
Yeah.
know nothing. Yeah, we don't know nothing.
ASO knows just enough to get his ass in trouble.
That's right. That's right. Oh,
All right.
I think there's something going on between the lines here. I don't know about.
Yeah. He don't know anything about
you
this.
should probably get off of his and hop in there on mine, and then
Yeah, hang on.
I'm really
Let's
knows how I
let's
feel.
He
let's
can go into detail.
let's get him over here. I don't know how to do it on his phone because his phone is a screwed up phone.
No, it's not. It's an Android.
It's an Android screwed up.
He don't
phone.
like Android. He's so used to the iPhone.
that's
I
what
don't know
got.
what the hell. to do. But hang on, we'll be back.
So that's what I got.
Android.
Well, how do you end it?
Exactly.
Look,
You can't do
It's just just give him the finger and say, "I'll see you tomorrow."
all right. We're gonna flunk phones here, I guess. There we go.
Oh man. Oh. Adjusting valves on the engine, it's the same way you do all of them basically, of the older V8s, the V6s, the 4 cylinders. I learned how to do that when I was about 12, 13 years old. Yeah, Dakota, them torque wrenches is just a tool to look at. Yeah, and it gets on there, and then it gets on there, and then everybody's tried to help them, and you can't help an idiot. That's just plain simple. He's a damn idiot. And then he wants to get up there on there and blah blah this and blah blah. Talk about me building my motor on top of my tarp out there. Anybody that knows that got a YouTube channel, you gotta have content. I could have took my car, left it up in my brother-in-law's shop, and used his lift, put my car together, and drove it home. But I chose to bring it to the house and do it here at the house to have content. But then him and them dumbasses wants to jump on me because I built my motor on top of the tarp. I don't understand that. I really don't. I've seen many a motor built on the ground and go on a Friday night and come back home with a lot of money because they win the drag racing event. You know? It ain't what you got, it's what you know. That's it's like in all them valve tools that he got and talking about how bad they are and they ain't no good, blah 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 blah. They ain't no good because you don't know how to use them. The second thing was the head's been on that motor since, I guess, 1957. Probably it's done sit up so many years that the valves is stuck on it. And I guarantee if the motor ever runs, it's going to drop a valve and probably the number 2 cylinder. But because you know the valve guys is bad. So yeah, I guess it is what it is. And as far as somebody that knows what he's talking about, somebody that don't know what they're talking about. You know, it's 55, 56, 57 Chevrolet. You know, even though I'm a Ford guy, that's to me the 55, 56, 57 Chevrolet is my favorite of the Chevrolets because I know they hold the value when you go to resell them. You can sell them quicker than anything. But he got me some. I don't even want to look at no damn 55, 56, 57 Chevrolet. I see a new channel on here. It's got a 55, 56 Chevrolet. I don't even watch it on account of it. I'm like, damn, are they going to act like him? Right, fender bender. If you know how to use the tool to take the valve springs out of a head, it's pretty easy. It's simple. It's it's actually one of the simple jobs that you can do on a motor. It's nothing. It's dummy. I guess it says dummy proof, but I guess it's not dummy proof. Hello, Wendy. Right, I do too, JB. I agree with that. I think you got the distributor in wrong, and I think also you got too many. The valves run down too long. And I'm like Jeff said, I believe he's done bent some valves in it. That's right. Old man in the shop. Buck is in the house.
Hey, who's that?
Who was that? That's Buck.
I thought I saw JB in here a little while ago.
He was. He stepped out because his son was leaving. It was on his phone.
I wonder what's going on here. I can't hear you very well. Am I okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
Huh. I wonder if I hold on a minute, I shut this off. All right. I had to shut the radio off. I think it's working better. Now I'm in my car driving home.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see me or not.
Yeah, we see you now.
That's the blue light. Here's the white light. Let's put the blue light back on. Yeah, the blue light's better.
Oh.
So I just wanted to know if you and Rich made up yet.
No, I have no use for that idiot.
Yeah.
I know.
That just. I think he's just looking for attention.
Yeah, that's me. That's me too. I think he's done jumped on 2 or 3 other channels the last couple of days, and I'm trying to help him.
Well, we all tried to help him, but
Yeah.
you know, after all that bull he did that the first time, I blocked him and unsubscribed, so I don't even know what's going on over there anymore.
Yeah.
So
It's
I don't know.
every
But
so often.
if it's the same stuff happening, he's just looking for attention.
Yeah, it's the same story, Buck. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's
So
same
wherever
thing.
he was before, they got rid of him. Now he's trying to get somewhere else.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was in bed 15 days, and then I guess on about the 10th day I was in bed, my phone blew up, and he was blah blah this and about me and blah blah that, and I'm thinking, well, I ain't said anything to you in 6 months, but I will now. Yeah,
But you know, we told him how to adjust them valves 2 years ago.
Sure did.
I don't know about 2 years ago, a year and a half anyway.
I told him how to set the timing on it and told him exactly how to do it, and then he comes back and tells me I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I can set timing on a car blindfolded.
Well, I said that one time about a set of points one time. I said, man, I could set them points blindfolded, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I set them and it wouldn't start.
You know,
Yeah,
you know,
that was on a 4. I don't know what I did wrong, but you know what I did wrong? I opened my mouth is what I did wrong. Yeah.
You know, everybody runs into a problem on a car.
Oh yeah.
Nobody out here that 100% can touch a car, knows everything about a car. Every car is different. But the problem is, if you run into a problem, ask somebody instead of sit there and then turn around and then dog them out on a video, because you didn't get what you wanted and you just want attention. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, I ran into problems with that 455. And I stopped. I took it to the machine shop. I let them straighten it out.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to do it.
I mean, I exhausted all my abilities, and then after that, I said, you know what, I ain't taking those shortcuts here. We're straightened out.
Right.
And sometimes that's what you got to do. I mean, I didn't have the ability to turn a crank down.
Yeah, I took my block.
Well,
I knew my heads wasn't no good because the valve guys was bad from sitting 30 years. So I knew I was gonna have to get a set of heads. But I took my block and all to my buddy. He owns a machine shop, and he put the cam bearings in it and checked everything. He said everything looked good. And then, I had a problem with the same thing you did with rod bearings. One of my rod bearings was double stamped, and I didn't pay attention when I put it in there. And then I went to looking, and then I finally figured out what it was. The one of the rod bearings was double stamped.
Oh, so that was the wrong number.
Right. Well, no, where they stamp a hole in the rod bearing.
The wrong thickness.
Right. The hole in there, they had two holes stamped in there. One of them was stamped completely. Then beside it, there was another one, but it had it was gauged up a little bit.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I had that. Yeah, I can't see the chat. Plus, I'm
So
driving.
JB said we finally confirmation that ASO's head is messed up. It has been. I'm here to tell you. Lars wanted me to play a video. Let me figure this out on here.
What the fuck? Shake it up. What the fuck? Shake it up.
Is that the one Lars put out?
Yeah. Oh man. Mopo driver, Justin Hill done come up in here. Old man not brought. Oh, that was funny right there. Buck, I get along with everybody. But when they keep on, and then when they cross that line, then it's a whole new ball game,
Yep.
It's just.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
I took the sound off the radio in the car and put it on the phone.
Oh, okay.
So now I can hear you better, and I'm just hoping you can hear me.
Oh yeah. Oh man, Thunderbird's not running yet. It's having surgery. It's on the back burner right now. I got too
surgery.
Many. Yeah. It's having surgery. It's gonna be cut up.
Oh. I thought you were keeping that so you can keep it all original. Remember, you keeping all the parts.
Well, it was, but
yeah, plans changed, huh?
Yeah. Well, see, it was all number matching, literally a real all number matching car, other than the water pump. The water pump on that car was the only thing that's ever been changed on that car.
Yeah.
But I don't really care about that as far as number matching stuff. I don't really care about it because, if it was something like a Corvette, Camaro, Mustang in the 60s, something like that, it'd be a different story.
Right, because being that T-Bird, what's it worth numbers matching? It really ain't worth a whole lot.
Right.
Is it? I mean, even in pristine shape, it's still not worth a ton of money.
Right. If it was in, say, a number 1, number 2 car, it would probably be worth about $5,500
Right.
all day long.
Yeah. So it takes more work to save that than it's worth.
Right, more money to put it back like it came than it is just to do what I want to do with it.
Well, that's just an oversized Mustang, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same thing as a Mustang. The only difference is the body different.
Right, but it's a little longer too, right?
It's I think about 3 or 4 inches longer. I think.
Right.
And I think it's like probably about a half an inch, 2 inches long, about an inch and a half wider, I think, than a Mustang.
Okay.
But it's built on a chassis as a Fox body. It's still the same thing as a Mustang. It shares a lot of the parts, like most of your steering column, all your electrical stuff on there will interchange with a Mustang. It's basically the same thing. Rear end, front end, all that's the same.
Right.
Yes.
And that was only a 4-lugger too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 4-lug. Yeah. I'm gonna change it over to 5-lug. Come on, I'm gonna use a rear end out of like a 90, 99, 2000, 2001, 2003, or 2004 Mustang GT. It's got the 373 gears in it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go with a FMX transmission. If I decide to keep it forward in there, I'm gonna put an FMX in it. If not, then I'm gonna LS swap it. And I got 2 turbos. I'm gonna put 2 turbos on it.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna take me a little while because being down that long and we've been doing a bunch of other stuff and kind of got our pockets in a wad. So I gotta get back and get everything straightened back out.
Well, I wish you well there. Hope everything works out there for you.
Oh yeah, it will. I just gotta get back at it. So,
Get back at it.
get back at it.
I haven't stopped.
I worked a little while. What was it? Yesterday? I think it was, yesterday for a little while. Didn't do a whole lot. Moved the truck around, moved the Mustang up underneath the little awning and started sanding on the bed a little bit. About all I did yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that was a picture of that gray Mustang.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna teach Rich how to paint.
Yeah. John, I like your background.
Hey, you like this?
Hey, Mr. Wilburn.
I'm coming from Casa de Cope here. We've got his ski lodge themed bar here.
Ah.
I just noticed a few minutes ago, I come here to set up and the top of my tripod is missing. So if you see the camera go spilling off, that's why. I'll straighten it out. We're going to be live here Friday night. So I gotta remedy that, but no big deal.
Oh, you got time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the guy who says that I never turn a wrench, you never build anything. Well, I'm building a transmission right now.
Yeah.
So. You have no idea how much I want to see that guy build a transmission.
Oh, I like to see that.
It would be the greatest thing ever.
I'd watch it 1,000 times, just give him 1,000 views on
I'd place bets on if we could even get the pump bolts back in it.
it.
It'd be great.
If y'all ain't met Fender Bender yet, he's a new channel. I found him the other night, John.
Cool.
Check him out. He'll go good with the No Name National group.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
So if y'all want to go ahead over and give him a sub,
Plenty of JB Weld. There actually is exactly one thing that we use JB Weld on, and that's the pass-through for the trans brake.
right,
You thread it into the case, and you seal the threads of JB Weld.
right. Yep. Yes. Every time I think about that, it just
Yeah, we were talking about that at dinner today. So Lucas that works here for Cope, he didn't know about all that stuff, and we were just watching video and stuff and having a roaring good time.
What got me when I was sick, man, I was so bad. I didn't really feel like looking at the phone. And I couldn't even hardly see. Man, I was hurting. And then had to put up with his ass. And I was like, I laid there for longest and I'm thinking, no. I was thinking to myself when he said that I've never done nothing, and I'm thinking, well, you dumbass, you ain't must have watched none of my other videos then, because I painted the cars on there and I got all this other, I took a whole totaled Mustang and put it back on the road. I'm thinking,
Right back.
what the crap? Uh-oh.
So
He jumped on LP tonight.
So here's something funny from today. I made that no parking sign there, or it says parking for the 904 King only. Here's the guts of that transmission. The hot tank, that's Don's transmission right there.
Holy moly.
Yep, we're hot tanking everything. And there's the case. So this is what came out of his 62 Valiant.
Holy moly.
And you need a high-end transmission pan. There's 2 pallets of them.
Oh, God.
Holy moly.
Yeah. And this is how warped the one of the steels was that came out of Don's drum.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
And it was
That
still
was in the
full?
forward drum. So that's definitely getting replaced. But I got to tell you, overall, it looked really good. It's going to make a really good transmission for him. Hopefully, it will be in the Valiant for the 3rd No Name Nationals.
Cool.
Oh, the transmission's getting done anyway, so I'll take it to him, and it'll be fun.
Yeah. I like old Don.
Don's a great dude. That's why I wanted to do this one.
Yep. He's good at gold.
Let me tell you something. You know how if people know you have a pickup truck, everybody will ask you to move, help them move?
Right.
If people know you can do a transmission, you'll never
They
run out of
want you to
hey,
do it.
man, you do a transmission for? So, the Don's is one I wanted to do because
Right.
I just want to do something for Don.
Right.
But this one's fun. So I traded Don a 383 for the build on this, and he had the core and no labor, and I'm going to do I figured I just assigned a value of $500 to 383, which is more than he even wanted. Because he's, he tries to do right by everybody, right?
Right. He is.
But
He's
I
on
said,
it.
look, I'll give you like a real market price, 500, and I'll put that budget on your transmission. So and you can do a lot for that if you're doing it yourself. So
Right.
this is going to be a nice build, a really nice build.
Oh yeah. it'll make a big difference when he once he
Yes.
gets his new motor put back together.
It'll have a reinforced strut. It'll have the pressure turned up a little bit. It'll have some case mods for oiling. It's going to shift nicer. It's just going to be a better transmission. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be cool. But it was a good core. I didn't know what I'd find in there, but it's pretty nice.
Now was that the one that was in his car running at No Name National?
No, this is another one he had that came out of the car originally. This one wasn't in
okay.
the car. And then they took it out and put another in there. He wants to put this one back in at some time this upcoming year. So, because he's
Right.
building that 440. So,
Oh, that'd be-
he's going to upgrade his engine and transmission. And I hope he gets some more rear end gear. So,
yeah. I'd make that little bait get down the track there.
I found this interesting too. So in the high gear drum, there were only 7 springs on the high gear drum.
Oh,
And it's an old school mod people try to do to make them shift better, but they don't.
right.
We'll show you. We're going to restore the spring thing there, but there's a few little weird things. It's been into before. It has been built before. The high gear clutches and steels looked great, but the forwards were running really hot.
Ooh.
So it really didn't need hardly any parts, but we'll do all the seals and everything and bump up the valve body pressure and do some things to make it more reliable and
Right.
just a good piece. It should do everything he needs it to do.
Now is he gonna run a stall in that?
I hope so. But I don't know, something mild in that car. Probably 2,500 RPMs, probably about all
About
he'd
the-
want that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That came out of a Winnebago he bought for that. Yeah, but that transmission, Wendy, was in the car because Uncle Sonny had put that stud in the bell housing.
Yeah.
So that engine probably did, but the transmission was in the Valiant before.
Yes.
That's why I had that goofy bolt, that carriage bolt that went up out of the bell housing.
I think the one in the RVs is a little bit bigger transmissions, but they also some of them is called 727 too, but they ain't the heavy duty 727.
They're 727. Buck just went through this, didn't you? It has a short tail shaft,
Right.
and to basically use it in the car, you have to completely take it apart and trade out the output shaft.
Right. Right.
Yeah, Wendy, this thing had a stud that stuck straight up out of the bell housing, and I don't know why it was there. I'm guessing the only thing I can guess is Uncle Sonny was using that stud to support it when he was changing the engine.
Possible.
The one I had was a 4-wheel drive one.
Oh
That
yeah,
has the short shaft on the back, but that one was real toasty. I thought it was a good one, but it isn't.
yeah.
It needs a rear drum. The rear drum was metal to metal on the band, so that's all gouged up.
Oh man.
I'll keep it for parts or build it later.
Yeah, I
What
done
do you
seen.
mean what do you mean the rear drum was metal to metal on it on the band?
Yeah, the band was all the lining was off the inside of the band.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gouged the drum up really good. I don't know if I could show
Remedy
you.
that. Usually, though, that band doesn't get that worn.
Yeah, but this one,
Man, look at that.
look at it, the gouges in it.
Holy
Sure.
moly.
That band was staying on.
Yeah, I didn't look at it. Once I found out all of this, it's easier for me to store it in parts than it is the whole thing because I really don't have a whole lot of room. So I took it apart. And like you said, John, I just build the one that I have.
You know
Right.
what's puzzling about that on that drum is that band only comes on in reverse and manual low.
All right.
So why would it be on and dragging like that? I guess there was something wrong with.
Yeah,
the
I don't
servo for the
know,
low
but
pressure.
well, that's just rust on that part of it.
Yeah. Well, I got to get hot. No, just rust.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of smoky clutches and stuff. They're not burned right up, but they're dark.
Can you send me a picture of that? of that drum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cope has seen everything, so I want to show him that and see what he says about that because that is interesting.
Yeah, I don't have the band with me. It's up in the shed.
Yeah.
But I just ordered parts from Cope for this other one. I'll probably do them in little increments because it's gonna take me a while because I never really built the whole transmission before. But I got the book and I got YouTube and I know be scared.
Huh?
But I'll
Well, I
send
tell
you.
you, I've watched somebody build a transmission hundreds of times, and I will not pull one apart.
Well, they say the 727s are easier ones to do. So
Yes, like the C4s and the 4s, they easy too. But
You'd be surprised how similar the C4 is.
right,
I mean, the valve body is obviously different with that modulator and stuff, but it's awfully similar in there.
yeah, I used to work. A buddy of mine had a shop. I used to work with him a long time, and that's what he did most of the time, build the transmissions. And man, he'd pull that stuff apart, and I'm like, how in the crap are you gonna get all that back together?
You know what amazes me? So when you're doing this stuff with Cope's method, okay, well, let me tell you, this is how he does it. And I do it this way when I'm here. It's kind of frightening, but let me tell you, like literally every single solitary piece comes out and gets thrown in a basket and goes in the cooker.
Yep.
Literally, just every piece, but there's not one piece he doesn't know where it goes. Like
Right.
everything. Like he can tell the difference in all the little rings and all the snap rings and all that. Literally, just take it all apart, dump it in a basket. But man, that's when you've done a lot. Now I won't do that when I'm doing them at home.
Yeah, my wife's
I
uncle.
will not, I'm not gutsy enough. But here we do as the Romans.
Right. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do one drum at a time, and it should be okay to clean it all up in kerosene, correct? I mean, it's pretty clean.
Yeah.
I don't know why not. And final wash and brake clean.
Well, yeah, I like carb cleaner.
When I do them at home, I do everything in sub-assemblies. So I'll take the pump over here, the high gear drum here, the forward here, the planetaries, so I just do them all like that. And then I individually do all of them. So like I'll go to the high gear drum, I'll take it down, I'll change the seals, the clutches, everything, get it completely done. Then I go over to the next drum.
Boom and boom. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. See, I like that.
That's how I have it. I have it all separated, That way, I have it all the way it goes back in. So then when I build it, I'll put it back this way, and I know it goes right back in that way.
Right. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's uncle used to build transmissions. He was one of the best around here. Man, I asked him one time, I said, "How you put all that together?" He says, "I can build them blindfolded." I said, "Yep."
Yeah, this one already had the blocker rod in it. I forget what that accumulator is. That's the one in the middle.
Yep. Interestingly, Dawn's did not have a blocker rod, but it also didn't have a spring. The accumulator piston was just laying in there.
Oh, man.
I don't know what they did with the other accumulator. Huh.
Yours has a metal accumulator piston, right?
Yeah, it's aluminum, yeah.
Yeah, because the later ones are plastic.
And then this is the rear one.
Did yours have a blocker rod?
The middle one, yeah, there was a blocker rod in there. I also learned that it has a TCI Street Fighter valve body in it, too.
Oh. You might have to get JB to come up there and help you, but.
Yeah. I don't know what I did with the other accumulator.
So tomorrow
that
will be interesting.
That
'cause
was
I'm
the
gonna-
front one. The other one's still in the other one's still in there. The lower reverse accumulator is still in there. Their servo still in there. Still in the case. I thought I took that out. Apparently not. So
I love it.
hopefully-
I think it's great.
well, I would like to put a bolt-in sprag in it, but I a little short on cash right now. So maybe I get all this stuff done, get it together, and see all my clearances. Then I can take it apart, put the bolt-in sprag in it. My rear support is in good shape. I don't know if you can see
I
it or
gotta
not.
tell you, if I was gonna pick one thing to try to make it safer, I would probably opt for low band apply in the valve body,
Low
which
band
you get
apply.
which you get with manual one anyway, because that's what helps hold everything.
Oh,
The
the low
scout
band
sprag
apply.
is good too, but I'll tell you something that's got me to thinking too. You know, think about where that front drum is in a van.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that drum is like right in line with your head.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of scary if you think about it.
At our local track years ago, guy got killed out there one Friday night. Flywheel come off, went through the floorboard,
Wow.
and it was bad.
Yeah, I
Man,
remember Cope talking about having a trans blanket, so that's probably the route I'll go.
definitely run a blanket no matter what.
Yeah,
No matter what. I mean, even if I'm not going to be flying at first.
right.
So I'll have to get one.
I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know.
Yep. All right, fellas, I'm going to go. I just got home from work here. I'll take some pictures of that, John, and send.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to look at that up close. That's interesting.
All right, I'll send a couple.
Thank you, buddy.
Chat. Have a good night and see you
All
later.
right,
There.
Buck.
See you, John.
See you, Mr. Buck.
Good seeing you again, Buck.
You too.
I like old Buck.
Buck's a great guy.
Yep, he is. Yep. Might want me to wear a hat like Buck. The only hat I wear is a ball cap. I keep on getting gray hair. I'm gonna start saving it off and then going without one.
I don't know, man. I think I got you beat on the gray hair department.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I definitely got you beat on gray. You got more volume, though.
Oh, I got a lot.
All the hard parts in that thing looked good. It's going to be
Yeah,
a nice build.
Oh yeah, I done seen you build about 2 or 3 transmissions.
Yeah, I built, I guess, the third one on my channel.
Yeah,
But
Maybe. It's fun. It's funny when people like that say something like that, and then you realize they don't watch none of your videos.
no,
It's just, I don't know, it's just, I wash my hands with it.
yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a long day for me today, so I'm gonna have to tap out too.
I
I got
bet.
up at 1:15 this morning.
Ooh.
Got here about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 or 3 o'clock, 2 something actually, I think.
Oh man.
Got that got as soon as I got here, unloaded the van, took the transmission out, took it apart,
Holy moly.
then went to dinner, and then came back here and talking to you.
Holy moly. Where's Cope live at?
I'm in Lowell, Indiana. That's where the shop is.
Oh Lord.
I'm at the shop right now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a little bit of drive right there.
600 miles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a little drive right there.
So I did all of West Virginia, a lot of Ohio before daylight today. And
Oh
then I
man.
did the rest of Ohio and Indiana in the daytime.
Oh yeah.
But it's tiring, but it's great though.
Oh, it's to me it's fun when you tear stuff like that down and then get everything cleaned up and put it back together and it's all new again. It's
Well, one thing that's well, I mean, I like getting to come up here and see these guys, and no matter what. But to build stuff up here is great because you get to learn new things and best practices from people who've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these, right?
right.
So, I mean, the stuff that I've done and figured out is fine. I mean, it works fine, but let me tell you, there is no comparison to the experience of somebody who's done this for 40 some years. I mean,
Right.
see, that's a big deal. That's worth a
Yep.
lot. So
That's right.
there's all kinds of. I mean, every time I've done anything with Cope, I've learned new little things that are just neat things to know.
Yeah, a lot of tricks of the trade too.
Oh man,
Oh yes. You learn a lot by sitting there watching somebody.
yeah. It's,
Well, my grandpa told me one time, says, son, if you don't learn something every day, you might as well go ahead and up and die.
Yeah, today I got to learn a little bit about your band and clutch timing with apply and release on those hydraulic systems. That's not something people normally talk about with transmissions.
Right.
Most people are thinking about the stoutness of the parts and things like that. But it's a big deal getting it timed right.
Right.
As you think about it, in first gear, you're coming off of a band, your low reverse, and you've got one clutch on. You're turning off the band on manual 1 and turning on the band, the intermediate band, for second. And then for third, you're turning off that band and turning on the high gear clutch. So you're going from band to band and then band to clutch. And you got to do it seamlessly or it'll try to be in 2 gears at the same time.
Right.
So that timing is a big deal. That's why you have different ratios of lever on your second gear servo, the design of the servo, the way the clutch is oiled, the way the oil is released from the drums. All of that is just really interesting stuff. And it's it's that kind of cool advanced stuff that is just so neat to get to learn about.
Yeah, you can take 2 cars, it's the exact same thing, line them up, and one manually shift it and one let the transmission shift it. That one, the transmission shifters that walk all over that manual.
It's really neat to get to learn all of the little tricks about what goes on in that transmission. And
oh yeah,
it's amazing stuff. It really is.
Oh yeah, it's like I said, I watch a buddy of mine build them every day, and I'm like, he tried to get me to learn how to do it. Nope, that ain't for me. It ain't for me.
I like it. I think it's neat. It's just, it's always been interesting to me. Nobody pops the hood to show off a transmission.
Right.
And, that's why it's kind of abstract. A lot of people don't think much about it. But to me, it's just really interesting. At least I think so.
Right. Yes. Whoever, somebody does that. With that video.
Yeah. Yeah, last time he quit YouTube, he quit for 6 hours.
Oh, Rich?
He's probably watching this because you're live, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, he went live another night ago. He's probably throwing shade on me all over that, if I had to guess. I don't really care. I mean, my gosh, you've already got a channel that goes live and disses on me for an hour every month or something. So,
right. Yeah, I don't wash my hands with them.
Yeah.
I put a message today telling them just leave me out of everything. And I said, because you keep on, and I'm gonna be a troll.
At this point, it's just funny though, because
It is.
I mean, what has he got? 600 and some videos, and only has 400 subs to show for it.
Right.
I've
And
never seen somebody make so many videos about the same thing you didn't do.
yeah.
I mean,
And the bad part of it is so many of us has tried to help him.
well, see, okay, so I got thoughts on that, and I see a recurring theme with this. Everybody tries to help him, and what the info they're giving is fine. That's not the problem, because there's
Right.
dozens of qualified people in this community that understand how to adjust valves, right? It's like I
Right.
saw this stupid flare up about, well, put your timing gear dots at 12 and 12 and adjust number 1. And then some guy said, well, put them dot to dot and adjust number 6. That's actually the same thing.
Right.
And
Right.
it really is. It's the same thing, because
Yeah.
6 is either coming up on exhaust when 1's coming up on compression because they're companion cylinders. So if you put a dot to dot, you just switch it. So you're doing compression, but you're doing it on 6. It works.
Right.
But the point is that all this advice he gets is advice given from people who are more advanced than Rich, like they're giving it to somebody else who's more advanced than Rich. In other words, we're
Right.
average.
Right.
Rich doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough basis to understand it. It doesn't work.
Right. Right.
You can't use the same standard of explaining things to him. You can't do it.
No.
I mean, so
and then-
if I was attempting to try to teach him how to get a valve set, if he would listen, which is, I know we're using great, giant terms here, but I would say just look at every valve. Rich, if you're listening, this is the simplest way. It can't get any simpler. You watch one valve in spring, and you watch it go down, the spring go down, the valve. You keep turning the engine by hand until it comes up. And then when it stops coming up, turn it a little bit more.
Right.
Make sure you're off the ramp, and then set it. And then look at the next one. You turn it, you watch it go down, you watch it come up, then turn the engine a little bit more and set it.
Right.
You can do that 16 times and without even understanding.
Right.
Oh,
On that
and,
spring-
and then you got to get to the see. I keep forgetting. I keep thinking, I'm explaining to somebody who understands this, but he does not. So by setting it, I think you take the rocker completely loose, you take all slack out of it, and then a half a turn. This thing of just running push rods into the lifter to who knows where, I mean, that doesn't work.
Right.
I think it's just all the advice he gets assumes too much prerequisite of understanding of the systems, which he doesn't have.
No.
And that's why it doesn't work to explain this stuff.
And then he sits back and then he wants to jump on all of us. Yeah, you can't teach people like that.
Well, I think the thing that bothers me about that is he has no accountability for his own problems with this. Like he never owns his own mistakes. He never owns his own problems. If I make a mistake, I'll own it. I mean,
That's right.
But you have to own it and go on. And he won't do that. And I think that just rubs me the wrong way.
Yep, me too. Me
It's
too.
okay to not understand it. That's what the whole community's here to help.
That's right.
But look how much a different attitude for learning could have done for him in these last 2 years.
Oh man, he could have learned enough to pull that motor out and go through the whole thing.
This community is incredible to learn from. I mean, there is so much depth of knowledge in it. And to see him miss out on that, just with that arrogant defiance, I think is sad.
Yeah.
Now, that said, one thing I do think is, just to be fair to him, because I will be fair, I don't think he's able to receive and use the advice that he's getting from most of these people. Not because the advice is wrong. Frankly, I don't think he's smart enough to understand
what's going
They're
on.
talking to him in terms of a 101 level. He needs 100 or below level because he's not quite to where he can understand what they're talking about, unfortunately.
Right.
And that's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean,
No.
like for instance, I watched some of his video. You know, it said talking about somebody stupid wouldn't know what these are. He holds up these valves. Like, man, if an accomplishment is knowing what a valve is,
Right.
and so I think people are just they're overestimating where he is with his base level understanding of these systems, and that's what's making it hard. The advice is okay; it's just a little over his head, and he's so aggravated with all of us and all this stuff. Just we can't help him. He just needs to stop.
Right. He get me mad is nobody says nothing to him, and then out of the blue he starts attacking us for no damn reason.
I'll say this though. I think that the bigger thing is nobody is going to be able to deliver his car, what he needs to get his car running. That's all he's focused on.
Right.
He needs to fix the toxicity of his attitude.
Yep.
Humble himself and learn. And if he would do that, all the rest of the good stuff could then follow.
Right. It's his attitude.
Yeah.
And what killed him.
And he's got, it's going to be harder for him to learn some of these things. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But if he could fix the attitude and the willingness to learn and that kind of thing, it would really change his entire world. Like, for example, he clearly has a pretty good amount of patience. Clearly.
Yeah, he's got a lot of patience.
I'll give him that. That's a great quality, right?
Because I wouldn't have crawled up underneath that car and put no rod bearings in it.
He has a good amount of patience, and but he needs to just humble himself to learn from some of these people.
Right.
Ask the question. Don't be so eager to tell everybody else what he knows. And
right.
I think that, if he could, I think the right attitude, he could really turn his ship around on this and get the most out of himself. But it's just sad. The whole thing is just sad to me. There is absolutely no reason that thing shouldn't be running. And it is not all of us. It is him.
Right. We're not there. We don't have hands on that thing.
Well, I mean, when I watch those valves get adjusted, I'm like, that thing's not having compression for several reasons. One of them is he's got push rods all run down in the lifters. Two of them is, and two, who knows how bad the valve seats are? I mean, it'd been at least two valves, maybe four.
Right.
And JB said that, says, do a compression test. Now it's all over the map. What does he do? He blames the compression testers.
Yeah.
Blame the compression test. That's the attitude that is stealing his results from him.
Yep.
If he could fix the attitude, everything else would follow after, would magically be doing better. It's just a shame. I hate it because you and I both know how little it would take for him to turn all of that around.
Right.
And he is snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he don't really understand. He's got actually two cars right there. And he actually could have a good channel right there just off them two cars.
Okay, so look, he has a good amount of patience. He makes a huge amount of videos, right?
Right.
He's much more diligent about wanting to film than I am.
Right.
I mean, so he's got that going for him. He's going to have to work harder than most to understand things. That's a fact. That's just a fact. That's not a diss. That's just the way it is. And we all, some people have to work harder than others for certain things. He's going to work harder to understand things, but man, a small change in attitude would just have all of that turned around for him.
It sure will. Definitely. 360-degree turnaround.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's really sad.
Justin Hill, you're not in Virginia by chance, are you?
He's out in Idaho.
Because I had a viewer ask if you were a Justin Hill. He knows.
Yeah, he's not. That's cousin Mike's brother-in-law.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's just.
I gotta tell you, so I noticed in the comments that Renegade finally told him he had the aluminum big wire.
Yeah, I seen that.
I was like, man, I wanted to see that video. That's terrible, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I see that. I about laughed myself funny there. That was funny.
Yeah, but I'm totally willing to give him lots of credit where credit is due. He's got
Oh, yeah.
patience. He's willing to film a lot. And you know something else? For a channel as ridiculous as that is, look how many people he has following it.
Yeah, 400.
Really? There's a
Yeah.
lot of people who follow. Now, yeah, they're following to watch a train wreck. Let's be honest.
Right.
They are, right?
Right.
Nobody's
Right.
watching that channel to learn anything.
No.
Nobody's watching it because frankly, nobody's expecting results anymore. But he's got people who follow it for whatever value it has because it's entertaining and that kind of. So I'll tell you what,
Right.
he's got a few things going for him that if the attitude turned around, it would be amazing.
Right. Yes. It's actually sad, really.
It is. No, it really is. It is. But
It's sad.
it is. It is. But the only thing that keeps me from for feeling sorry for the whole thing is just the the relentless, that kind of thing. That's why I can't. I don't care. So
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
that it is what it is. Not everybody's can win. Not everybody's wired for success.
Nope. And it's sad, really, because even 2 years ago when I was telling them on some of his couple of earlier videos, and I told him, I said, Rich, you listen to me, and I said, I'll get your channel off the ground for you. And I did. I helped him a lot. And then all
Well,
of a sudden,
he probably had 65 subs, if that,
Yeah.
before trying to panhandle from the No Name Nationals crowd.
yeah.
He never had any real
No.
sincere interest in participating. He just wanted subs and wanted to monetize channel.
Yep. That's it.
I mean, that's not really in good faith, but anyway, I sincerely hope for his sake. That guy needs a victory in his life, and
Yep.
I wish him nothing but good. But
That's what I told him you can go back on my community post and read what I told him. I just told him, I said, look, I wish you luck on the jump. And I said, just leave me alone. I said, because if not, I can be your worstest troll.
yeah, I don't know. There are no words. But I don't know, man. It's November, and New Jersey is not known as a warm place, not northern New Jersey. So, we got a whole other year has gone by without it running, and
That's the reason why I like living down here in the South. We got a lot more warmer days.
hey, it was nice today. You had the shop doors open out here today.
Oh
It
man,
was nice. Yeah,
I
pretty
was
nice.
gonna go work.
This far
I was
north.
gonna go work on truck a little bit today, but it was pouring down rain and it was a little chilly. And I said, no, I'm not gonna get out there.
Got a nice 71 Challenger. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about it. What I should have done, I didn't even think about that. I should go. There's a mezzanine right out here. I could have taken that camera and showed you some stuff that's in the shop right now. There's a 71 Challenger in here. It's getting an overdrive put in it.
Oh,
That's going on right now.
oh,
Beautiful car too. It's blue.
Oh,
Haney's in here, the Power Wagon's in here, the Cornet's in here. It's kind of neat down there. So I should have done that. I just didn't
Oh,
think
man.
about it. We'll be live Friday.
Mr. Ed sent his Dodge to oh man, get painted out there in Texas.
I see
Bondo
Dean Street
Billy.
cars here.
Yep. Yeah,
How's
Mr.
it
Ed
going,
sent his Dodge to Bondo Billy to get painted.
You know, I saw that. I'll be wanting to check that out.
I like old Bondo Billy. He's old school, and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he is. I enjoy what he does.
You don't find many people that does body work like that no more.
No,
It's
there's a lot of things that are becoming lost arts.
yep.
There's the hack.
There's two hacks. He said his Thunderbird will be there soon.
Yeah, we were talking about parts of that C6 at dinner.
Ooh. That's a rowdy T-bird.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's about the way my daddy was when I was younger. About like Bondo Billy. If you did it wrong the first time, you're gonna do it 100 times till you get it right. And if you thought you had it right, you'd have to go back and make sure you had it right.
I gotta tell you, just teaching in general, I find so gratifying. I've taught firearms. I guess this is 14 years now, and
Oh, man.
it is so cool when you can see the light bulb come on for people and they learn something and they own something and they can shoot better now and they that kind of thing, or they get more confidence in the stuff they learn. It's just so it's so cool getting to be part of that and figuring out the right ways to get through to people the things that they need to take away from a class like that. So it's just
It takes a lot of time doing stuff like that. And like my oldest brother, he retired. He spent 30 years in the service and then retired there and then spent 20 something years teaching. I'm like, I don't think I could have done that.
yeah.
And I always tell him he's the teacher of the family.
Teaching's interesting, and it's just such an interesting. I've found it more interesting every passing year because there's certain things that people have to accept on faith and get the results.
Right.
And what they'll do is they'll back into figuring out why you teach it the way you do.
Right.
And I've always found that to be an interesting thing about teaching.
Right.
There's Barrows.
Everybody rose and popped in here. Oh yeah, Fender Bender. I've done that on the motorcycle. Running about 65 and laid it down and went about 40 feet on asphalt until I got my foot unhooked from the motorcycle.
Motorcycle. You know what? I have ridden a motorcycle all of about 10 feet or 20 feet in my life. I did ride a monkey bike about a half a block in Dallas's once. I had a friend get killed on a motorcycle last Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah. He had a deer run out in front of him.
Oh, man.
Yep. Can't even imagine.
Yeah, I ain't rode one probably, well, it's been about 14 years since I rode. Well, yeah, 13 years since I rode one.
I mean, I guess I would for the sake of riding one. I mean, that'd be interesting, but it's just never been a thing for me, really.
It's not. They're nice to get out and go on the back roads and ride around and stuff like that. It's nice. But
I was planning to take the rider's course here last year with a couple of friends, and then one of them got hurt, couldn't take it. So,
yes, too much traffic. Too many idiots out here for me to ride one now.
58 staples in the skull. What in the world?
Woo.
Wow. 58 staples in the skull.
Ooh. Oh man. Yeah, that there would hurt.
There's Raging Cajun.
Raging Cajuns in the house.
I'm used to seeing him on Country Mile Garage.
It's been a while since I've been on. I've been on here a little bit, just surfing through, but not as far as getting on lives or anything, and watching a lot of videos because my eyes are so bad.
Your morons did it for me.
Unfinished projects in the house. My partner in crime.
Yeah, so unfinished project. I was articulating to old Lucas that works here at CRT about that. We offered Rich $100 to do a short with today's newspaper with his car running after he said it was. That's so funny.
I guess you still got your $100 in your pocket, ain't you?
Let me tell you, we've been on the list ever since.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Man, it's good to be able to look at the computer screen.
Yeah. Well,
This is what I had to wear in the house
Ooh.
because of light.
Yeah. I got gasoline in one of my eyes a few years ago and had to wear an eye patch over it, sunglasses, and everything else while it healed.
So I got what they call vanous headache, migraine headache.
Yeah.
And then I got cluster headaches at the same time. And then I got vertigo, all three of them at the same time. Oh,
yeah,
man,
Rose, I need to look at that photo. I looked at it briefly in the shop. I need to look at that again. Yeah, I got that. So I'm going to try to save a little bit from that build, and we'll see how Dawn's transmission turns out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to see him get the other motor in it. I think to me, he running the 10s in that car.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
He's putting more engine in it and that transmission, and he puts a little gear in it. That car will be a lot quicker.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought it run pretty good running in 10s.
Yeah, never been run before, so it's interesting.
Right.
Anyway, I'm glad Uncle Sonny's getting to see the car race, and he's getting to see a lot of this stuff. So,
Yep.
Jeff, since you're in here, check this out. This was one of the steals I took out of Dawn's today. Worst steal I've ever taken out of one right there.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I seen them burnt spots on, and I'm like, oh Lord.
See, the thing is, the only reason you can kind of wouldn't necessarily notice that's because that one's always on.
Right.
That forward's always on.
Right.
Except when you're in reverse.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that would stick that transmission. It's a good transmission. Just stick it right in the car, just like that, not knowing that's in there.
Yep.
But it's a good piece. That's really the only really damaged part in the whole thing was that.
Yeah, I think my pump on my transmission, my Thunderbird ain't no good. That transmission fluid done leaked out.
C4?
Yep. Well, that C5, I think they call it the C5 overdrive.
Oh, okay.
It's basically the same thing as C4.
Yeah, 2X. Yeah, I mean, it was bad. And the high gears looked great. The forward was that bad. I took one out of an A500 one time. It got so hot that it busted the pressure plate into 8 pieces.
Wow.
Anyway, I got to tap out. I will see you all later. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, yeah. Anytime, John.
And,
anytime. Enjoy it, buddy.
Y'all have a good night. Take care.
All right, y'all too. I'm going to call it a night, y'all. Thanks everybody for coming in. 2 Hacks, Bear Rose, Spender Bender. If y'all ain't subscribed to Spender Bender, go over and give him a sub. He got a nice little Camaro. Thanks everybody for coming out. Dean and all. Unfinished Projects. Bryce. We will catch y'all on the next one.